My boyfriend kept pulling my hair, saying it was love. I made him lose his. We'd been together almost a year when it started. First time was at a concert downtown. He yanked my ponytail during the chorus. I laughed it off. Figured he was being playful, but then it kept happening. Walking past guys at the mall, he'd pull it like he was marking territory. During arguments, he'd tug it to lighten things up, which only made me angrier. At my work holiday party, he grabbed a fistful mid-conversation with my boss and the department head. Everyone saw. My boss's smile froze. When I got visibly upset, he told the whole room I couldn't take a joke and was always so serious. I asked him to stop multiple times. Told him it hurt, told him it was embarrassing, told him I hated it. He'd say I was being uptight, that it was his way of showing affection, that other girlfriends would love the attention. Then he'd do it again 2 days later like the conversation never happened. The absolute worst was my mom's birthday dinner. 30 people there at this nice Italian restaurant. White tablecloths, multiple courses, the whole thing. I was sitting between my aunt and cousin telling them about my promotion at work when Nate reached over and pulled so hard my head snapped back. My eyes watered instantly. The whole table went completely silent. Forks stopped midair. My aunt's mouth fell open. He laughed and announced to everyone that we were just playing around, that I loved it rough. My cousin's fiance looked at me like I was in danger. My mom pulled me aside in the bathroom 10 minutes later, her voice shaking, asking if I was safe at home. I wanted to sink through the floor. That night back at his place, I really looked at him while he slept, just studied his face in the dim light from the street, and I noticed something I'd always known but never really thought about. Nate was completely obsessed with his hair. Had this whole morning routine with $40 Korean shampoo he ordered special online. Did coconut oil treatments every Sunday without fail. Went to this specific barber across town every 2 weeks, wouldn't let anyone else touch it. Had the guy's number saved as emergency contact in case he needed a same-day appointment. He constantly posted selfies showing off his thick, dark hair and had more hair products than I did. His ex had even mentioned once that his hair was the thing she missed most about him. He was more attached to that hair than anything else he owned, including me. 3 days after that dinner, I went to his apartment when he was pulling a lunch shift. I still had my key from when I used to watch his cat. I went straight to his bathroom and took his precious $40 shampoo bottle off the shower shelf. Mixed in just enough hair removal cream to work slowly. Not enough to change the smell or color. Not enough to work right away. Just enough to cause gradual damage over time. Mixed it really well. Made sure everything looked identical. Put it back exactly where I found it between his conditioner and face wash. Then I waited. Played the perfect girlfriend. Kept my routine completely normal that first week. Showed up at his place like always. Stayed over 3 nights like we'd been doing for months. Every morning I watched him step into that shower. Heard the water running. Knew he was lathering up with a doctored shampoo while I made coffee in his kitchen. Around day 10, Nate started touching his hair constantly. Frowning like something felt off. He'd run his fingers through it while we were eating takeout, examining strands in the light. One night he stood in front of the bathroom mirror for 5 solid minutes, turning his head different ways. He asked if his hair looked weird to me. I told him it looked exactly the same as always. By week 2, he was sending me photos of his shower drain at 8 in the morning. Clumps of dark hair collected around the drain cover. I kept reassuring him everyone sheds hair, that it was probably just stress from work. Week 3, other people started noticing. His coworker pulled me aside and said Nate's hair looked patchy and thin in spots. His barber squeezed him in for an emergency appointment and told him his hair was breaking off at the roots, showing serious chemical damage, but couldn't explain how it happened. I kept my mouth completely shut. Watched him spend $3,000 on treatments and specialist appointments. Watched him stop posting selfies for the first time in years. Watched him turn down being a groomsman in his best friend's wedding because he couldn't stand being in wedding photos. He started wearing baseball caps everywhere, even inside his apartment, even to bed sometimes. His whole personality changed. The confident guy who used to spend 20 minutes styling his hair every morning now wouldn't even look at mirrors. Then one night at a bar with friends, his buddy's girlfriend Megan, a hairstylist, pulled me aside near the bathroom. She spoke quietly, said Nate's hair damage looked exactly like chemical burns from depilatory cream mixed with regular products. She'd seen it before with a client. My face must have gone white because she just looked at me with this knowing expression and said very carefully that this kind of damage might be permanent. Within a week, Megan had told enough people that it got back to Nate, and he confronted me with tears streaming down his face asking how I could do this to him. He moved to Portland 2 weeks later.